Well, James, it's a question about James Franklin. How's his shoulder coming along with the labrum tear? He's doing really well. Our trainer told me last week they thought without question he'll be ready to play our first game, September 1. That's certainly encouraging. It'll be interesting also, to be able to be released to play, and also, but where is he in terms of accuracy and really how he's throwing the football too. So we're gonna have to see how that comes. 3 or 4 weeks ago he was just throwing a Nerf ball. Now he's been throwing footballs and throwing to receivers the past few days. And I think the New Orleans Saints with Drew Brees and what he went through, that's been a real plus for us. Well, I think that's going to be the question out there is there's no question about it, though. Look at the SEC defenses, and they're very well respected nationally, and our spread offense that we can do. We were top 15 in the nation last year in rushing from spread offense, and so we can do a lot of different things out of it. We'll have to see. We'll have to see where it goes. We'll make adjustments like we do every year if necessary. One thing about our offense is we can be very, very multiple. The pace of play is a lot different that we're used to playing than what they see in the SEC. We're going to see how that goes. We're just very high tempo, and so there's a lot of things that I think that we bring to it. But yet, it's just like anything else. I think you go and you analyze where you're at, and you analyze how people are playing you and things that they're doing, and you adjust accordingly. To sit there and say we're not going to make any adjustments as the season goes on based on what we see, we always make adjustments if necessary.
Coach, now that you've almost been through the gauntlet, what do you think of SEC media?
I think it's great. The great enthusiasm. I think certainly it's as someone that just came into the league recently. And kind of have been in a different conference. I can say this, that the respect that the SEC has nationally, just a brand name, the SEC, is hugely significant. It's very, very well respected. It's not, and some people talk about it as being. Talk about that, but I'm experiencing it, okay? And so that's been a huge plus for us, and I think it's reflective of what you see here. All the cameras, all the different, everybody covers the SEC nationally. They might not cover other leagues, but they're going to cover the SEC. And that's just the great respect that it's earned with the national champions, and certainly the job that Mike's done as commissioner.
Facility upgrades, adding a lot of seats to Faroe, that kind of commitment. How about that kind of commitment that it's going to take from administration to staff to players to make this transition?
Well, that's what they promised. They promised to me that when we talked about going to this league, I got a chance to talk to the president of the university, the chancellor, some of our curators, and my whole thing, if you're going to this league, and if I want to be a part of it, I want to be a player in the league. Okay, I want to be competing in the league. I don't want to say we're members, rah rah rah. And what the term that I kept using with all the people in making the final decision, and I certainly didn't make the final decision, was invest. You got to invest in every area. And so that we have what we call the SEC transition. There's a lot of things that are involved in that. It's marketing, it's new offenses, it's new defenses, it's new coordinators, it's new kicking schemes, it's personnel from all the different people. It's facilities, it's recruiting areas. And I go on and on and on, and we have a master plan in place for all those things. But certainly, the SEC has got a great brand name out there, and we're excited about being part of it.
What does this move have? What effect does it have on your recruiting?
It's last November when we made the announcement, every one of our players, we almost had our class completely done at the time, except for a couple players. We lost about 2 or 3, and some came back, and we had a lot of turmoil. And I'll tell you, when it happened, it was just not a whole lot of fun. Turned out to have a very good recruiting class. Doro Green Beckham committed, best player in the nation, committed to us, on signing date, which really added a lot to it. But overall, it was a very good class for us. But since we've really used the brand names, the SEC that we're part of, it's been absolutely nothing but positive. Our fan base I can't tell you how excited they are about it. And certainly for a recruiting standpoint, just the name being a part of the SEC, if kids want to play in the SEC. And that's been a huge plus for us. Much more than I ever imagined, really, much more than I ever imagined.